Dark Matter is a new sci-fi series on Apple TV Plus starring Joel Edgerton. So today, let's see if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services like Apple TV Plus. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up-and-coming content. The series follows Jason, a physicist, professor, and family man who one night while walking home on the streets of Chicago is abducted into an alternate version of his life. Apple TV Plus is quickly becoming the home for really good sci-fi series, and Dark Matter is another great addition to their catalog of shows. Multiverse is a hugely popular concept now with Marvel and everything everywhere all at once. If it can be done in the right way, it can lead to some exciting results. And that's what we get with Dark Matter. Is one day the Jason that we meet in the beginning of the series is walking down the streets of Chicago, and he is abducted by another version of himself. He has to go through this creation, this big box of going through the different multiverses and trying to find his way back home. But there he encounters different versions of his life, and you just grow the urgency of trying to get the original Jason, Jason 1, back to his home, as Jason 2 is now in control of the family and leading the life that Jason 2 wants. Dark Matter is a series that explores the multiverse in a very exciting way, but throughout it all, it has these heavy themes of regret with your life, envy, jealousy, love, and all done in a very touching and emotional way as we do explore Jason 1 and how he is trying to get back to his own life. You're developing this sense of urgency. But when you look at Jason 2 and the life of Jason 1, you feel the sense of envy. He's jealous of the love that Jason 1 has. And then by crafting all of that, you have this discussion of taking risks in your life and going for what you want, and regret that you have in your life. And there's many times throughout your own life that you think that maybe if I did something a little bit differently, I could live a different life. And this is a chance for the new Jason to have the things that he wanted and didn't have these risks when he was younger. And now he's full with regret, and he's in this new position, and it's very exciting for him. So even though he abducted the original Jason, there's enough given to the new Jason and how he is feeling all this regret with his own life, and now he wants something different. But then you have Jason 1 as he goes through all these different versions, and every time that he goes to a different version of his life, he has to see his wife and his child in a different life, and it's really hurting him and just adding more urgency and intensity along the way, as his time is very limited. He can't travel into all these different versions of his life, try to find the original one to get back to. And as the clock is ticking, you're just growing that urgency and the love that he has for his family, and he has to think of the possibility of staying in one world that is not his own. Joel Edgerton is really good in here. He has to play different characters. He has Jason 1 and Jason 2. Jason 1, he's connected to his family in the beginning. We establish the character and who he is. But when you see Jason 2, you see the switch up for the acting. He's more direct. He's more involved with his family. This family notices slight change, but they really don't pay much attention to it. But there is adjustments to his acting along the way to separate the two. And speaking of separating the two, I'm so happy that we gave distinct features to each version so we don't get confused. One Jason, the original Jason, ended up having a cut on his nose, which separates him from the new Jasons. But the acting from Joel Edgerton as he has to ramp up the urgency, the intensity along the way. The performance is really good. And Jennifer Connelly is also in here as well, playing his wife. And as she starts to realize things that are a little bit off, she starts to question it, but she's really holding a lot back as she doesn't want to put herself in a situation that would be conflicting and raise questions and put herself in danger. So she's really kind of hesitant on a lot of the performances, but you do see the confusion, the anger that she has, and a very subtle performance from Jennifer Connelly. The exploration of the multiverse is done in a very safe, very intriguing way. It doesn't try to be something grand and show like monsters. You do have like versions where a virus has really taken over the world, and different versions where his wife never married, and versions where himself is in jail. So you do have different versions of himself. It's always interesting to see how he's going into this world, but has to be very cautious about presenting himself and then trying to find himself and his wife and realizing this is not the world I need to be in. What is the difference? As there's a lot of intrigue along the way. Alice Braga plays Amanda, and she gets a bulk of the middle part of the series. She's kind of in the same predicament as Jason, and there's a lot of urgency for her character and a lot of emotion surrounding Alice and Jason's relationship as they do explore a lot of the world together. And I really liked how their characters were fleshed out throughout the series. But overall, Dark Matter had some really intriguing ideas. The multiverse is done in such an exciting way, and it's explored with envy and jealousy, taking risks, understanding who you are in each world. It's done in a way that doesn't feel gimmicky. It feels very personal to the characters, and always wondering how my life would be if I did something different here, or if I didn't meet this person here. What would be the outcome of my life? And that's all explored throughout these 9 episodes. Dark Matter is really good. It ramps up some action and intensity as we gear towards the 9th episode, and just kind of going full on with the idea of multiple versions of Jason. So Dark Matter, I highly recommend checking it out. It's a really great sci-fi series on Apple TV Plus. They've been knocking out of the park with their content in terms of sci-fi series, and it's quickly becoming a place to go to get new original content for sci-fi series shows. So before I give you my score for Dark Matter on Apple TV Plus, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie-related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. I'm going to go ahead and give Dark Matter a B+. Thank you guys for checking out my review for Dark Matter, the new Apple TV Plus series. Have you guys seen it by chance? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up-and-coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.